So, hi, good afternoon, Sir Patrick Joyce Redola. By the way, I am Mark James M. Licias, a first year BSMT student of Crystal E College under the section of Antares. So, in this video, we will tackle about some important aspects of life of Rizal. So, I think there are 6 guide questions to be with us with successful with this video. So there are 6 guide questions that need to be answered in this video. So the first question is, describe Rizal when he was young until he became a propagandist. So for me, I can describe Rizal as a very um, amazing person at his time. I do believe that Rizal is deserved to be called a hero, and I believe in his skills, and also for being genius. When he was young, um, he made to discover a lot of things. Um, I'm so impressed by Rizal, and I think that I think that discovers the lead Rizal to be successful in life and help him uh, to face a lot of challenges in life. And I think also his skills lead him to be a propagandist and a leader of a propaganda. Then he fought for freedom in a silent but powerful way. I really, I do really being impressed by Rizal, by his skills and his works. He made me to uh, realize how amazing Rizal is, and he is really deserved to be called a hero. And so to conclude, and I can I can describe Rizal as a very amazing person and deserve to be called a hero. So, question number 2. Compare Rizal experiences as a student in Ateneo Municipal, UST, and in Madrid. So, I think to be clear, um, I will discuss the experiences of Rizal of each school. So, first, I will discuss to you the experiences of Rizal as a student of Ateneo Municipal. So, experiences of Rizal as a student in Ateneo Municipal. So, Rizal, before he enters um, the Ateneo Municipal, he took exam to Alitran and passed all of the examinations he being taught by Rizal. And his father was first wished Rizal to uh, enter Letran, and suddenly changed his mind and sent Rizal to Ateneo. So, the first experience of Rizal as he enters the Ateneo Municipal is that he is being refused by the school registrar of the Ateneo Municipal because he was late for registration, and he was sickly and undersized for his age as very young, 11 years old. Rizal. So next is that Jose adopted the surname Rizal at the Ateneo Municipal because their family name Mercado had come under suspicion of the Spanish authorities. And then, during Rizal first year in Ateneo, um, Rizal was placed at the bottom of the class since he was a newcomer and knows a little Spanish. And then, during his first year in Ateneo, he was being recognized as the brightest pupil in the whole class. And he was awarded a prize, a religious prize. Then Rizal took private lessons in Santa Isabel College during noon recess to improve his Spanish language, paying 3 pesos for those extra lessons. And then, so that was his first year experiences. Then we'll go to his second year experiences in Ateneo Municipal. So during his second year in Ateneo Municipal, Rizal received excellent grades in all subjects and a gold medal. Wow, Rizal is so amazing. Then next is his experiences during her third year as a student in Ateneo Municipal. So Rizal in third year, Rizal grades remained excellent in all subjects, but he won only one medal in Latin. So at the end of the school year, Rizal returned to Calamba for the summer vacation. He himself was not impressed by scholastic work. So Rizal, as a fourth year student, Rizal became an interno in the Ateneo, and Padre Francisco de Paulo Sanchez, a great educator and scholar, one of Rizal's professor who inspired him to study harder to write poetry. And also Rizal described this Jesuit professor as a model of uprightness, earnestness, and love for the advancement of his pupils. Rizal topped all his classmates in all subjects and won 5 medals at the end of the school term. So that was his experiences in his fourth year. So his last year as an in Ateneo was Rizal was recognized the most brilliant Atenean of his time and was truly the pride of the Jesuits. He graduated as a highest with highest honor. Um, Received from his he graduate he graduated at Ateneo as with highest honor. So that was the experiences of Rizal as as Atenean. And that ends the experiences of Rizal in Ateneo Municipal. So let's go to the experiences of Rizal as a student of UST or University of Santo Tomas. So fortunately, Rizal's tragic first romance with its better disillusionment did did not adversely affect his studies in the University of Santo Tomas. His love for higher education proved to be greater than his love for a pretty girl. So, in April 1877, Rizal, who was then nearly 16 years old, matriculated in University of Santo Tomas, taking philosophy and letters. So he enrolled in this course for two reasons. So Rizal have two reasons why he enrolled in that course. So first, his father liked it, and he was still uncertain as to what career to follow. So that was the reason of Rizal why he enrolled that specific course. So his first year term in the UST, he studied cosmology, metaphysics, theodicy, and history of philosophy. So Rizal took up medicine, enrolling simultaneously in the preparatory medical course and the regular first year medical course. So he studied medicine because I have two reasons. He wanted to be a physician so that he might cure his mother's falling eyesight. So that was his first reason why he took medicine. Next, the Father Pablo Ramon, rector of Ateneo, whom he consulted for a choice of career, finally answered his letter recommending medicine. So that was the experiences of Rizal um, as being a student of UST. He took medicine in that school. So we're done with the experiences of Rizal as a student of UST. So next, we'll talking about the experiences of Rizal as a student in Madrid. So during a step over in Madrid from their studies at Universidad Internacional Menendez Pelayo or UIMP and Santander, 24 Filipino scholars, including this writer, were toured by UIMP administration and Agencia Española de Cooperación Internacional or AECI in cooperation with Philippine Embassy in Madrid to retrace Jose Rizal footsteps as a young student and later as an expatriate in the Spanish capital in the late 19th century. So, after his medical studies at University of Santo Tomas, Rizal left the Philippines on May 3, 1882 and arrived in Madrid in September 1882. He took courses in medicine at Universidad Central de Madrid as well as painting at Real Academia de Bellas Artes or de San Fernando in Cali, Alcalá. Rizal mentioned that he enrolled at Facultad de Derecho but shifted to Filosofía y Letras, which he finished with the highest honors on June 19, 1885. Universidad Central de Madrid, now Universidad de Complutense de Madrid, has since moved to its new location at the outskirts of Madrid known as Ciudad Universitaria It is a city within a city. However, the old brick and plaster building where our national hero finished his medicine course still stands in its old location, and few classes are still being held there. Then Rizal visited the old university site during his sojourn in Spain in 1962 to 63. While on a 9-month scholarship grant from Ministerio de Asuntos Exteriores in Madrid for my postgraduate students studies in Spanish, Rizal returned to Madrid. This time was sheer pleasure and an exhilarating experience as it gave him the opportunity to research and retrace more historical and cultural landmarks associated with Rizal. So that was the experiences or the life of Rizal in Madrid as a student. So, uh, so that ends the question number 2. So, question number 3. How's the life of Rizal in abroad? So, for me, I can say that the life of Rizal in abroad um, was fun and full of discoveries. I can say that fun is Rizal uh, made to travel uh, in many places in the world, and it helps him to develop his skills in writing poetry and others, and lead him to be a better individual. And also he discovered uh, a lot of things like learning from learning such things which he can use uh, for the better for his own good and also for the good of nation. um, that was the life of Rizal. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but uh, Rizal do that for freedom and also for the good of Filipinos. So, question number 4. So, what were Rizal's activities in the Pitan and their impact? So, there are many activities made by Rizal in the Pitan, and uh, so I will mention 4 of them, or some of them. I will mention some of them activities made by Rizal in the Pitan. So first, as a scholar writer, um, Rizal reported to Blumented that he is studying Visayan and Malayan languages, and he is also contributed to the field of philology and etymology. In some of his letter to Blumentritt, he explained that meaning of such terms like Bathala, Babalian, Lanao, and etc. Um, as a scientist, Rizal found the Pitan and its environment teeming with floral and fauna specimens. Um, he was able to use reliable collection of reptiles, birds, crustaceans, coleopatians, seashells, and butterflies, and etc. And as a community leader, Rizal devoted much effort in the Pitan, and he tilled the soil and planted rice, corn, abaca, and many other fruits trees. He practiced his profession as a physician and eye surgeon, and also constructed residential and title hospital and houses. He also assisted to the beautification of the public square and provided lights on the streets at night. So that was the work or the activities made by Rizal in the Pitan. There are more activities done by Rizal, but I only mentioned those activities he made in the place of the Pitan. So, question number 5. So, how would you assess Rizal's objection to the revolution? Expound your answer. So, for me, Rizal's objections to the revolution was awakened the Filipinos um, to revolt against the ruling of Spaniards. Um, uh, it really did an impact to the Filipinos and also to our country. Because of this, we are able to free ourselves from the hands of the Spaniards who colonizes us for a very, very long time. And because of this, we are able to have this freedom. Free, we are free from the ruling of the Spaniards. So we are done answering the 6 questions, the 6 guide questions. So we are done, and hope you understand, sir, my video presentation, and hope you like my presentation. Um, Thank you. Good evening once again, sir. Good evening. Good evening. God bless you, sir, and keep safe always. Thank you.